Houston, we have a problem. No, not really. It's more like Houston, we made an adjustment. So, guys, I happen to notice that when it comes to long planks, I'm sorry, wood beams, we had no selling point. So, before I slept, I went ahead and swapped it over to planks long. And then the other adjustment that I made that I think was smart, but maybe I'm wrong. Um, we went ahead and swapped all of this to lettuce. I just don't feel like we were making quite enough money to actually finance that thing, so or pay for the financing on it. So I decided to just swap over to lettuce for now. If we're gonna leave it to sell, we should definitely do it that way. We will check here because I should. Yep, we're at 16 now, so we got 5 babies. The health is dropping, maybe because of the babies, and the food has barely gone down. So we're all good on that front. I guess we could check and see how many eggs we have. 42 pieces. Nice. Okay, so it's obviously December. I don't expect it to be a crazy busy month or anything like that. We definitely have some contracts we could take. May take some cultivating contracts. That actually, you know, because I think the next thing we're going to do is go to the shop and probably go ahead and buy a front loader. I think maybe it's also a good idea. Let's check something out. I mean, if we wind up replacing this, we have nothing else left to replace. So, I mean, unless we get a new truck. But the combine, I mean, it's going to be a while before we get a bigger one of those. So yeah, I'm curious. I don't actually know. Let's go ahead and check, see what kind of cultivating options we have here. If we upgraded the tractor, we could pull the 180. What is that one? This one? Actually not a bad cultivator. It's just pretty expensive. 5 meters, so it's like 2 more meters than we already have. This one's only 1 meter more. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Also, this option. I mean, honestly, we kind of just gain a meter on that one, don't we? Hmm. That's actually probably not a bad option. We may do that. We'll get a free meter. I guess it won't technically have like the little roller on here, but yeah, I don't know. We might wind up selling that. Anyways, the one thing I do know is we need a front loader. So, thinking it's a good idea to hop in the tractor and get this weight off. I forgot I even had it on there. And then, yeah, we'll go to the shop. I'm, I'm, I'm thinking we're gonna take the cultivator. I do think we're gonna make that swap. Let's do it. We'll free up a little bit more money. We'll get an extra meter. It looks like it ought to fit in the same place too, so that's nice. Oh Lord. Up to the weight thing. There we go. Yeah, we'll get a front loader and we'll get this cultivator swapped out. Maybe we'll do some cultivating contracts with our new one. But yeah, see you guys at the shop. Okay, guys, we are pulling up to the shop. Hopefully not about to get hit by that car. Wait, I don't want to drop that thing yet. Let's see here. I don't know if it's worth repairing and repainting it. We can repair it. Not sure about repaint. You know what? Let's try it. 1304. what would that put us at? Somewhere around 14.8, give or take 14.802. See what we get. Okay, it's actually worth it. Nice. Okay, so let's sell this thing. Sorry, bye. I wish I could say you were awesome, but honestly, you weren't. Oh, you know what? That reminds me. This has been bothering me. I love our license plate, but I want it on the back only. Man, we could do with the pressure washer, though. Good lord, look at our tires. It's from all that rain. Okay, so nice. Let's get this cultivator. And we're going to buy it outright. Seems to make sense to me. We do need one in case we do contracts and stuff. It's not, I know we have a direct drill, but you know, it's always nice to leave these contracts open. So we'll take this one. Nice. And then I also want to go ahead and get our front loader. We do have the quickie attachment, which I did choose because we could go for this cheaper option. Yeah, I don't really know. Thinking maybe we do this one. I want to check something really quick. I feel like I'm going crazy. Did we have? Oh, we did. We did. Okay, nice. I was just thinking. I was like, did we have 29,000 when we bought that thing? But we did. I forgot. Okay, so yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen this one yet. I think it's pretty cool. Okay, so which one is the question? Kind of thinking we go in the middle. I feel like in the middle is fine. No sense in paying the extra 1,000. I think this one will do us good. So, question is, do we want to buy this outright or do we want to finance it? Actually think we're gonna finance it, and we'll talk about why in a little bit. But yeah, we'll finance it over a year. Yeah, let's do that. And then we're also gonna need a combination here. This Albert fork. Nice. So got everything we needed. Actually wound up netting a little bit of money because we made the cultivator swap. Now I think I want to go ahead and clean up the shop because it's been, I'm sure the shopkeeper's been a little bit frustrated with us for leaving us here. But I do think we'll grab this, but we're gonna take everything back to the farm, and then yeah, we'll see what we're gonna get up to after that. Okay, guys, we are almost back. Need to find a place to put the seeds. Thinking we'll just stick it over there on the kind of close to the sawmill, like I had it before. The other pallets here, I guess other pallet. Actually, let's go ahead and drop this really quick. Might make it a little bit of a pain. Oh, might need to wait on this thing for 2. Okay, kind of wish this was on the end of the forks, but it's okay. We'll make it work. Alrighty. So I think I'm gonna leave the cultivator out, to be honest. I also know that, at least for now, it makes sense to leave the pallet forks over here. We're most likely not gonna need them on. and we will, at least for now, only be using them for wood pallets, which I don't know what the best time of year to um sell those are. So let's check that really quick so we can keep it in our heads. Just to let you guys know, we actually do have a what is it called? I think seasonal prices mod on, and the enhanced seasonal prices. So it might be a little bit different, because I think these are actually going to fluctuate more than usual. So these are at the top price, the long planks in December. Um, but it doesn't fluctuate but $100 all year. So we can pretty much sell those whenever. These are a different story. The planks actually sell best in July, and there is a pretty decent fluctuation. So we will hold on to the planks for July, but the long planks we'll sell them, whenever they kind of build up in number, I guess. But otherwise, we're kind of hoarding the other ones for July. Um, so yeah, I think I'm gonna get this a little bit out of the way here. We'll just park it right out in front of where we're gonna back it up later. And then I think we're gonna go ahead and start off with the annoying chores for today. We do need to get some more water in the greenhouse. I know it's not running like deathly low, but I don't want to have to take the 6 or 7 trips it takes to fill it up every time. So I'd like to go ahead and get it filled. I think we have somewhere around 20,000 liters. So yeah, about 4 trips. All right, let's fill this thing up, and then we'll move on. Okay, guys. Last trip, I believe. It should be about full after this. And like I said, I do know that we have a tank on here, but it does cost money to use it. And we're not quite made of money yet. So, but yeah, that looks like it's gonna fill it up. So, nice. That is the first job for today. One of two of the maintenance jobs we're gonna have to do. Also want to go ahead and get the sawmill filled up because it'll probably run out this week. Sorry, this week. I mean this month. It'll probably be empty by January. I do believe I was wrong that it may only do 1,000 liters per production every night. That's open, but yeah, I mean it seems to have gone through a lot. Yeah, I don't know. And we're gonna have a plank pallet today, so that'll be cool. Anyways, so I did want to really quickly talk about what our longer term goals are. At least, I think by like April or May, because I think whatever field we buy, wow, there's a large cultivating contract. I think whatever field that we buy, we're probably gonna wind up putting soybeans on it, so we can see those in April or May. So obviously, I want the new fields by then. The question is, what fields? So I do happen to know that this row is pretty good, but they're also extremely expensive. A little too expensive for us now, though. This one's a little bit more realistic, and it's a very, very good field, and it's pretty big. Um, oh, sorry. The more realistic options in terms of price are over here with like this one that's 49,000 for about the same acreage as we have right now. So we can basically double in size just for 50,000. The downside is that the yield potential is pretty bad. And I believe it's pretty bad on the entire block here. There are a couple good areas. I don't think this is one of them. I think this corner is pretty good. Yeah, and these fields are pretty cheap, but I'm not sure that just that extra bonus is worth having to do all the work over here. And we can't exactly like make another, yard somewhere where we can stow some equipment on that side. So I do think it's a little more natural to go ahead and expand close to home. Um, we should probably buy field 4 because at this point our dog 4 is always in field 4, and at some point this guy is gonna get mad at me. I don't know who it is, but actually we can check that. Who is it? Wait, I think maybe, yeah, Walter. Yeah, Walter is going to get sick of 4, so maybe we should buy field 4. Um, but yeah, anyways, I'm kind of thinking that 3 is what we're gonna go after. And then if we had 3, 4, 2, 3, and 4, we'd probably make that a big field. Like at some point, we're gonna own all this, and it's gonna be a monster field. Um, at some point, but not now. So yeah, this is definitely a little bit bigger field, and it's only 64,000. But this is probably the one we're gonna shoot for. Probably gonna go after field 3. I don't know. It just makes sense. It makes sense. So anyway, oh, there's 4. We might be buying field 4 4. Yeah, he doesn't care. Anyways, so yeah, that is what we're looking at in the future. So as far as the other job we need to do today is we need to get this thing filled up. We may save that towards the end of the episode. Let's go ahead and take a look at the contracts. I did see there were more. Yeah, Deadwood, always. There's just never a reason not to. I do not want to. This would be awesome. It's a lot of money. That is a monstrous field. I just can't do it again. Even though we got an extra meter, we need bigger equipment for that. But these, on the other hand, are pretty nice. We have 39 and 83. They're not super close, but I think we'll be doing those too. We just got our new cultivator. Let's put it to use. So yeah, let's get after these guys, and we'll see you when we get done. Okay, so we got them finished. I was kind of thinking while I was doing this, before we accept the or collect on the Deadwood contract, why don't we think about leasing the winch? Because I don't remember how many I cut down on that one. I think it was like 7 or something like that. But I mean, honestly, it may be worth it. It'll be pretty cheap, and I would be curious to see if it's even worth it at all, because I believe the winch is pretty cheap. Shouldn't take an awful lot of trips, like maybe 2, unless I get caught up on something. So I'm actually thinking about doing that. I think we should lease the winch and go try to winch those back to the sawmill, because we do need to fill it up today. That was another one of my goals. We can also check for a spraying contract of some sort. Like, yeah, I mean, I guess we could do a fertilizing contract with it if there is one. I don't remember seeing one. I was kind of thinking about, just because I don't want to pay for the fertilizer, I was thinking about hopefully getting one to spray herbicide, which we could check really quick. Hopefully not run off the road. No. No fertilizing either. That is another option. So yeah, we may just wait. I mean, we have a little while. We will have to get set up with narrow tires, but honestly, at some point, we probably need to at least pay for narrow tires so we can reconfigure it when we need to. Maybe not the most convenient thing ever, but I don't see us buying a tractor for a little bit. I definitely want to get more land for another tractor, even though it'd be super useful. But yeah, we'll see. Let's drop this off. I guess we'll just, I mean, I don't think it's gonna fit in there anymore. I mean, not even close, right? Yeah, I don't even know what the point of checking is. There's no way. So we'll probably leave this thing out somewhere. I guess we could back it into the main part of the barn, but kind of like using that as a drive-through. We'll park it right here next to the silo for now. At some point, I do plan on kind of organizing things, or maybe getting a place to store a little bit bigger equipment. But we'll leave it here. Why not? So yeah. Let us really quick check and see how much it costs to lease this thing. Where would we be? I think forestry, winches. Most likely this winch. Lease. Yeah, I mean, it's only $433. You got to think we would get $433 worth of Deadwood off of that, right? Yeah, let's lease it. That's what we're gonna do, guys. That is the plan. In that case, we can collect on the cultivating contracts here, but we want to leave the Deadwood until we get this wood over there. I don't know. You know, typically we don't do anything with the Deadwood because it doesn't sell for much or whatever, but maybe it is worth it. I think we can winch 2 or 3 of them at a time. Hopefully it won't go terribly, but we can certainly try. Anyways, guys, we're gonna pick this up and we're gonna see if we can't get these Deadwood winch back to the farm. Okay, it has been a bit of a journey. I don't know if I just strapped them up in a poor way or if I need to strip the limbs off of them, but it does not like pulling through these. I'm about to take out my chicken coop. Oh, Lord, and everything else. All right, so we're going to do what we can to get these in there, but before we do, we have 1295. See if this was worth it. And now we have, oh, now I'm inside of my front loader. Okay, it is very much worth it. All right, guys, we are going to pull some more in and we're gonna get this thing filled up. Nice. Okay, cool. Real quick before we get to that, just to make sure, if we don't have a fertilizing contract, or yeah, I didn't think we would. This is probably the last thing we'll be doing this episode. A little bit of a slower month, but it's okay. It's December. I do also want to note that it has been snowing, and I'm not sure if that's gonna mess up the video or make like the time lapses blurry or anything. So if it did, or if it does, yeah, I'm sorry. I will find a fix for it later. I'm not entirely sure. I got a feeling it may, but anyways, guys, I will see you when we get done with this. Oh my Lord. Ah, these cars are a nightmare. Good grief. Okay, well, forget this one. Whatever. Let's just detach. I don't know. It's stuck. I can't get it out of there. It is what it is. We still got a lot in there, and we still gotta accept the contract, so I feel pretty good about it. It is unfortunate. Yeah, you know, the other set of trees tried to get stuck there too. I don't know what that is. Maybe I need to pull it from a different direction or something. Honestly, don't know, but we have like probably enough for the next couple months, so we're a little shy of full, but I think it's good enough. Let's go ahead and return. Let's go ahead and return the, oh boy, the winch, wherever it is, right here. Turn that. I think it was worth the 400 bucks for sure. It was what? What? Did y'all see that? This thing just got launched. Do I have super strength on? When did I turn that on? Oh Lord. Okay. You know what? We're gonna fix this. I don't know when I turned super strength on. You know, I did feel like something weird was happening when I had the winch on. So, yeah, I could technically use super strength to probably pick up that log and bring it back, but we're not gonna do that. Like I said, we're only using that for the weird stuff, And I know that is a weird thing, but it is what it is. It's fine. No big deal. Um, so we did return all of that. There was something else we needed to do. What was it? What's wrong? Oh yeah, I know what it was now. Doesn't look, oh, we do have a pallet. Okay, cool. Awesome. So what we needed to do was go ahead and collect this. Nice. We have, why do we have 12,000 now? What if it automatically puts, no. Why would we have 12? I have no idea. I don't know what's going on. It's fine. It's fine. It's very strange. Okay, but we do have our first pallet. So you know what? Let's pick it up. Get it out of the way. And yeah, I think we'll wrap it up, guys. I'm happy with this. I'm really happy. We almost have $25,000 again. We have our sawmill up and running and full. We have our greenhouse full. We got our pallet forks today. Oh my lord. For the record, I did just recently swap to computer not long ago. So I know that I'm not the best with the pallet forks yet, but that's okay. We'll just stick these over here for now. Why not? But yeah, guys, I think that's a pretty nice pallet. We had a good start here. I'm super excited. I feel like we're coming along pretty nicely. Like I said, in the future, I think the very next thing that we're gonna do is get us a field. And yeah, guys, I think it's a good place to leave it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.